quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The former Broncos scored a touchdown for him in the Super Bowl. Malik Jackson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Simeon. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And I don't want to say that this offense starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas, but sometimes it starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas.
There's no reason you can't say it if it's the truth. He is the alpha and the omega of the receiving corps.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Riley Dixon now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Carry for Chris Ivory. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When we did DeMarcus Ware's games in Dallas, didn't we spend most of the time talking about him rushing the passer?
We did, and how about now?
Oh, boy, he's expanded his game in a big way. Really does a great job in the run game now, using his length, using his leverage to hold the point of attack and make plays as we just saw there.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll run with Ivory. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And now the starting lineup for the offense. And Julius Thomas highlighted, my friend.
Brandon, he's one of the latest in a long line of basketball players turned football players who have had great success. And he uses those basketball skills to get open in his pass routes.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. 27 yards on the gain there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Bortles. Got a man. It's the former Bronco, Julius Thomas. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
I love watching T.J. Ward play. Whether it's covering in the deep zones or blitzing, this man makes plays.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the play clock's running down. The pitch comes to Ivory. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
On the toss, here's Robinson. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 39 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go! Back in it, Philly, here we go! Here we go! Back in it, Philly, here we go!
They'll set up a throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Simple slant route, and it works to perfection.
And when you're a big-bodied receiver, you use it like it's a basketball play. Body the defender away and catch the football.
Now Simeon. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. In the backfield is Anderson. Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. And Simeon's going to sneak it. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. It's the fullback, a 10-yard touchdown run, and the Broncos are in for 6. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Bortles on the bootleg. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So on 4th down, the Jags send out Brad Nortman to punt. The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Left side here to Sanders. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They come out here in the I. Now Simeon. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Midfield, here's Bortles. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and it'll give the Jags a first down. A running play now for Ivory. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
Deep drop. His throw incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They come out here in the I. Here's Bortles to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in. And that's going to make it fourth down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bortles going to go on fourth down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Gus Bradley's decision to go for it does not work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A pickup there of 36. And it'll be first down, Denver.
That was good coverage that was defeated by someone who just wanted the ball more. And it resulted in a big gain downfield.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Simeon. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing now, and he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real...
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, 75 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On the ground, Ivory. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Let's transition here and go week 1 storylines. I'll give you one, you give me one. For me watching the AFC East, Tom Brady out, Garoppolo in. People were curious what would happen. Well, guess what? The Patriots did their thing. They won. But the other 3 teams in the AFC East all lost. Only week 1, but it's just looking like the same old division.
Feels very familiar, doesn't it, in the AFC East? Well, let's go to the AFC North. Cincinnati, which has been dominating that division in recent years. Disappointing end to their season last year in the playoffs against Pittsburgh. A lot of people wondered how would they come out of the gate this year. They told us that they were putting it behind them, but it certainly appeared that way. A huge win on the road, week 1 at the New York Jets, who are going to be a contender for a playoff spot.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Ten yards to go on 3rd. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now Simeon. This is Booker on the dump off. A gain of 13 and also a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Great protection. Looking deep for Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And certainly a valuable tool to have in your kit, Emmanuel Sanders, and he's shown us quite a bit in this one.
And that's why they want to use him immediately. You know they come out of the locker room saying, let's get the ball to him, get our offense jump-started. And in this case, it's worked throughout the game. Thus, they have the lead.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll try to get the running game going here with Ivory. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd down following the run. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And he's got it to Hearns. A very solid gain of 27.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down, 8.
Black 58 round. Black 58 round.
They come out here in the eye. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On second down, here's Bortles. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. And he cuts right sideline and some room to go. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Ivory, 33 yards. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Time running out here on the play clock. And there's a flag on the field. Yeah, a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And that one puts them on top here in the third. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at his 4. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They come out here in the eye.
Let's go.
Simeon. And that is incomplete. You know, Charles, this past weekend around the league, there were 4 one-point games. First time that's ever happened in league history in week 1. I think parity sort of reigned supreme, didn't it?
It did, and think about all the times we go into production meetings and sit with coaches, and I think you probably do the same thing I do. I write down before I even get there. They're going to talk about how this is a one-possession or a one-score game, every coach, but they're actually right. Think about how the season began. Panthers at Broncos. That was a very close ball game. And then moving on to when we got to Sunday's games. Dallas at home against the Giants. The Giants with a big one on the road with a 1-point victory. It's that type of a year already. It's amazing what we're seeing, how close teams are and how they're matched.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Defense showing blitz. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Anderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. So third down, just 1 yard to go. Here's Anderson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a full 3. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And instead of punting it away, the offense wants to try to get the first down here on 4th.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Over.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Gary Kubiak's guys denied on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They come out here in the eye. They go rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. So the D gets the sack on 1st, and now it brings up 2nd down. They'll try and burn some clock now with Ivory. Room here to run. They give him a gain of 38.
I know back in the good old days, just about every team was constructed to power run to the right side. We just saw a pitch to the right side that worked pretty well.
It's easier going to the right than the left?
It just used to be very simply that the right side was always the power side. I think that's just one of those old...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Ivory, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
Now I just going to meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
C.J. Anderson, the intended target, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Now Simeon. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And it'll be 3rd and 10. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. He was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.